Good afternoon and welcome to our kitchen. This is our 211th program. I'm Gordy Galusha.
I'm Nancy Ostrich.
Today we're going to be making Make Your Husband's Dinner Delight and also butter pecan squares. And we're going to start out with Nancy.
Okay, thank you. Actually, this is a recipe that is a makeover where you can cut corners and fat and calories and sodium too. With this casserole, and I'm just going to start browning a pound and a quarter to about a pound and a half of lean ground beef, and this is 93 with 7% fat. I might have to add a little oil so that we can brown it up without sticking.
Where do you get 93%? Price Right?
Price Right or Aldi's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't get it, the other one?
No, it's either 80, 85,
90?
90, 95, something like that.
Oh, okay.
90, I think. I don't know if that's the highest or not.
Yeah. But previously I boiled up 8 ounces of, well, you can use whole wheat noodles or a light no yolks noodle, whatever you're comfortable using, and that's waiting to be drained back there. But in this Dutch oven, I'm going to brown the ground beef with a small to a medium chopped onion and small to medium green pepper, and then also minced garlic. So I'm going to add that to it. And while this is all browning up, I will let Gordy start her dessert.
Okay, today I'm going to make butter pecan squares. Anything that's got pecans in it, I'll make it. I love pecans. In my bowl, I have 1 box of Duncan Hines Yellow Classic Yellow Mix. It says a butter cake, but I could not find any. So I'm going to set this aside. And in my bowl, with my cake mix, I have 2 eggs, a half a cup of butter, and 2 cups of pecans chopped. And I'm going to mix them up to make the base. Make sure that it's all mixed up. Okay. This looks like it's in pretty good shape. So I'm going to take it out. Oh, come on. Get carried away here. This is what it looks like when it's all mixed up from the cake mix and the eggs and the pecans. And I'm going to put it into a 9 by 13 pan. I'm going to squash it down in there. See, I have some. Put a little of this on your hand. Maybe this will go a little better. We've had some nice warm weather, haven't we?
Certainly have.
Today.
Keeping the gardens growing, I suppose.
Yeah, keeping the gardens and the lawns and everything else. But that's good about the gardens because there's nothing any better than a garden grown tomato, I don't think.
Yeah, they harvest them so early, like in Florida, that they
Oh, I know it.
and
They're
send them up
bad,
here.
aren't they?
and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna make sure that it's pretty even. Okay. Put a little down here. Okay. Still looks a little thick in some places, but we'll flatten it out the best we can here. Okay. Okay, and in this bowl, I have 3.5 cups of powdered sugar and 1 package of cream cheese, 8 ounces. And everybody better stand back because when I have confectionery sugar, it gets all over everything. So I'll start out smoothly. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. So anytime I have flour or confectionery sugar, it's not a pretty sight. Okay. Looks like it's pretty well mixed up good. Okay. So I'm going to pour this all over the crust. Now we're going to spread it out evenly on top of the crust. Okay. And I'm going to sprinkle a few pecans on top. Okay, and that's what the butter pecan bars look like. Now I'm going to put them in a 350 oven for 50 minutes. They have to be not gooey, but when they come out, they should be not runny, but a little bit gooey. So I'm going to put them in there for 50 minutes and I'm going to turn it over to Nancy.
Thank you. Okay, I'm ready to continue with my hamburger here. As I said, I have browned 1.25 to 1.5 pounds of pretty lean hamburger. I still had to drain off some juices. And along with the hamburger, I have some a small to medium onion chopped, a medium green pepper, and a clove of minced garlic. To this, we're all set to add 3 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. A tablespoon of sugar. You could use honey. But I am using sugar. And salt and pepper to taste. I didn't bring over my grinder today, so I'll have to use regular pepper. Mix that together. Now I've got to drain my noodles. If I did it ahead of time, they'd be all stuck together. This is also added to the hamburger mixture. This is going to be baked in a 9 by 13 baking dish. Okay, before I do anything more with that, I've got to mix together some stuff to make another layer. I have in this bowl here 4 ounces of low-fat, well, it's New-Frichelle cream cheese. And I'm going to add 1.5 cups of 2%, oh, I have 1% even, small curd cottage cheese, reducing the fat on these things. One and a half. and 1/4 cup of light sour cream. And lastly, 3 green onions sliced. And mix it all together. Okay, now I want the 9 by 13 pan, which I have sprayed with shortening. And I'm going to put half of this mixture in the bottom. And I'm going to layer the cream cheese, cottage cheese mixture over the top, spread it on the top. So we'll see how this goes. This is a pretty hearty meal. Good for more wintertime comfort food. But it's coming. The calendar says it's coming.
We'll be complaining about the cold.
Yeah.
But I like it a little cooler than it has been. That's brutal. I'd hate to live in the desert. That gets really warm there.
Well, supposedly it's drier.
Yeah, like Arizona.
Yeah.
For people that like to go there.
So now I'm carefully spreading my mixture over the noodles. And I take the rest of the noodle mixture. Okay, you're going to cover this Put it into a 350-degree oven for about 20-25 minutes. And then we'll do something else with it. Oh, and it's heavy too. Okay, we will break now. These things have got to bake in the oven, and we'll be back. Welcome back to our table. Today I prepared a casserole that if you've got hungry men in your family, this would be the casserole for you. But you can make it as a makeover and make it a little less calorie and fat wise than the original recipe. And what I did was I'm using either whole wheat noodles or a yolks light noodles and cooked to begin with. And then I am browning. I browned ground beef, the leanest you want to use. Could be, I used 93.7%. Along with that, when browning the beef, I had some onion and pepper chopped, browned that up, and with some garlic clove. And then I added to that mixture 3 cans of tomato sauce, some sugar, and salt and pepper. And you could use maybe oregano in it, because this is kind of what you consider Italian dish. And then mixed in the noodles. Put half of that mixture into the 9x13 baking dish. And then in a separate bowl, this is where we can save again on calories, I had 1% milk fat cottage cheese, and even if you want sour cream that's low fat or no fat, it's up to you, and some low fat cream cheese. That's mixed together with some green onion that's spread on top of that first layer of noodles and hamburger, and then the rest of the hamburger noodles is put on top, baked in the oven for about 20 minutes, taken out, and then sprinkled with either cheddar cheese, or I use mozzarella shredded cheese, put back in the oven, and get that all melted and nice and hot. And very easy to put together, and you've saved some calories. So how about you, Gordy?
Today I made a butter pecan squares, and there's only 6 ingredients to this recipe, and I hope you try it because they're delicious. First of all, I have a box of yellow cake mix and 3 eggs and butter and chopped pecans and cream cheese for the topping and powdered sugar, and I mixed them all together, put the crust in the bottom, and then put the cream cheese and powdered sugar and 1 egg I mixed up and put it on the top. So this is the brown part of it, and then I sprinkled it with pecans. If you would like any of these recipes, please send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Dalton Community Cable, 151 Park Avenue, Dalton, Mass. 01226. And that's all from our kitchen today. Have a great day.